So today's project, we've got a BMW 1 Series 2013 model, and the window regulator has collapsed and broken, and the window, the driver's door window, is dropped inside and it won't work, nothing will work. So the regulator's gone, the cable or something else has gone wrong with it, so we're going to take this card off and we're going to change it, the regulator that is, for this new one in the box. It just come this morning, should fit. All you got to do with this is stick it back in and just put the reattach the motor to it. So there we go. Let's start with this one then, shall we? Put that aside for a minute. First job is to remove this handle, to remove the door card. So you put something flat inside on the back like that, and you should prise straight out, he says. There we go. Prise that off, pull it the rest of the way. There you go, and just slop it off there. Push that aside. We've got two screws, two Torx screws. Need to remove both those. The handle don't come off completely, it stays on, but we need to take the screws out. This is what holds the door card on. There's one, that one as well. Top there. Move that one as well. There you go, that's that too. And then next little job, remove the door switch control. So again, nice bit of flat, stick it in, gently prise it up. There you go. Remove that, and you got a little grey retainer on the cable connector. So slip that down, remove that, put that back in, put that aside, and we remove this cover over the door handle. So again, something nice and thin, and just prise that off, and it should pull away. Got one more Torx screw there, so we need to remove that one as well. Just put this back together. There we go. And then you have two more, one there and one just there. You see those, so we'll remove those as well. That's one done, nearly. Come on, out. There we go. All the same size screw, so you don't want to get mixed up. Oh, this will as well. That's that one done. Then it should be in a position to lift off. So first of all, at the bottom, and just give it a bit of ease. That's it. It will just pull. A bit of a tug. That's it. And then carry on tugging, and then it's lift it and manoeuvre it, and then it just pulls off at the top as well. Just a bit of a jaggle. It should come off. There we go. So it pulls off. Lift it over that. It's still connected with this little cable here for the door handle. So just pull that down and unhook it, and then you can take the door card and store it safely away. Okay, well now when the door card's out of the way, you can remove this membrane here. It just pulls off. It's just stuck on with some sort of epoxy rubbery sealer. So pull that all off without damaging it, and then you can reapply it later. So just ease it off with your fingers. That's it. It comes off fairly easily. He says, that's it, it comes off. Oh, see, this one's got dust and rust, so maybe that's where our problem lies on this car. There we go. There we go. Store that away. And we can see straight away we've got a broken cable. Cable's broke, so it's all fell apart. Okay, there's the window. That's what's left of the cable, which is very rusted away. Look at it, rusted and broke. Looks like we've got some sort of water leak. So hopefully that's okay. Right, so let's get the window back up and we can get at it. We've got to remove these big screws inside to remove the window itself, to remove the glass rather, remove the glass off the frame. I don't know if you can see those, but it's, I'll get a torch. These big nuts that need to be removed to hold the glass in. I'm just about to see that, I think. And to do that, we're going to loosen them. Need a pair of these. They're the best thing, nicest of them to get in there and loosen them off, then you can do the rest by hand. And then it should just pop off like that. There we go, there's one. Right, the other one's a bit more of a blinking struggle, so what I've had to do is put an Allen drive on the wrench, and it fits in, so it's as you can see, there's a little Allen key slot there, and because I can't get them with the pipe grips at all, so I've had to move the window up and down to try and get a bit more movement, and I got it located in there, so we're going to try and put my hand through the back if I can to support it, and that'll come undone, and it's incredibly tight. It's oh god, it's going. Yes, and it's going. We've done it. Oh, actually that's coming off. If you can just see that. And there we go. Oh no, I've dropped that. The window's falling down. Oh, and the window's falling down. I've dropped a little line. Gotta get that there. Otherwise, if I don't get it out, I'll forget it. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I've got to take the window out now. Pull the window up, ease it up. And something's still holding it. Some sort of a clip. Some sort of a clip which we need to remove. Oh, it's there, still that. That's it, that's what we need to remove. And I guess the other side as well. Okay, what's retaining the window now is the fixing on there, which actually operates the window up and down, so I need to get my fingers at the back of that, and so that's it, slipped it off, and there we go. That's slipped off now, so we should be able to take the glass out now and put that somewhere safe. There we go, F21. Put that glass somewhere safe with a card. Okay. Right, so the next job now is the easy bit, I think. We've got to remove the motor, the regulator itself, which is just these bolts. There's a bolt behind there, I believe, as well. Yeah, and there's one down there, which we gain access through here, with a long socket in there. And then that should fall out. So let's 10mm. That's tight. Oh, there we go. Loosen those off for a start. One, two, three. Oops, straight in there. Okay, that's the motor. Oh, there's one there, sorry. That's the bolt. Remember that. free. And what else we've got to take off? I've got to take this fastener off here, this clip. I need to pull that out. Screwdriver. Come on, out. Out you come. Out you come. There you go. That's that out. And we're going to move on to that. One down there and that one, I believe. So top one for a start. Okay, come on. I'm going to drop the nut. That one. And then we want a long reach socket and extension now, so we'll go and get that. Straighten that, pick up on that bolt there, just there, and off we go. Oh, we don't have to take it off completely then. So that's that one done. And just this one here now. I think that could be it. That covers that first, like that. All these wires, and that one's stuck down there. Pull that out. And oh, there's one there. There's a bolt there. I beg your pardon. There's a bolt there, a nut rather. So take that one off. Let's see that one. There's always one. That one gone. Put them all together, and that should be free. Yeah, there we go. And that's the whole thing just pops out in 3 bits. Well, look at it. That one, and then the motor assembly. Ah, don't forget to disconnect the plug on the motor, and that should just press that in there. And it should put that again. That's clean inside. Just looked a bit mucky initially, but it looks nice. Okay. And that's it. I'm ready for the new one to go back in. Okay, we've got them out now. So this is the old one with the broken bits. And just the cable snapped. That's obviously what failed. Everything else looks fine. The new one is this one. And we've got to put the motor back on there. You've also got the motor housing, which is that bit there, which you have to take off this motor and then put the motor on it. So that's our next little job. Ooh, right, now we're going to move the motor housing from the motor. It's held on by these 3 Torx screws. So we're going to remove that and stick the motor on the new one. So just simply take these off. 1. 2. And 3. Get in there. Okay, so that's removed. Pull that off. He says should come off. Should come off. He says it's tight. There we go. Ooh. Ah, and that is what the fault was. The cable has snapped because they're rusted and it's wrapped itself around the motor. Oh dear. Look at that. What a mess. That's a wonder it worked. That is such a mess. Okay. Right, so I hope the motor's okay. I have to untie all this. There we go. So the cable snapped, it wrapped around the spool. Put that aside. Bigger that clean and put a bit of Bit of grease around that, I think, before we go any further. So the old motor then, motor assembly fits on the new frame. There's just a spline shaft. Might take a bit of wiggling to get it lined up. It doesn't matter where it goes for a start, we'll all to be reset. So, oh, there we go, so that's quite easily. And put the 3 torque screws back in. And tighten those up. There we go. It's just starting to rain, which is perfect. So I've got the window down. Tighten these up fully, and then we'll have to go and shelter for a second, I think. Right, after a bit of jiggling about, we finally got the frame in for the regulator and then the motor. So what we do, the actual frame's in there first, and then we've got the motor, and you assemble the motor first. You reattach the motor rather first. So everything should line up again, he says. So we'll just plug that in to make it easier for later. Plug it in. That's it. That's it. And then we'll find the line up. Get that located nearly right. These 3 studs. There we go. That's it. That's it. We'll just put a little nut on one to stop it from falling off again. Okay, and then we have to line this portion up. There's 2 little located plastic clips on there. Keeps it straight, and there's a little nut which is in here somewhere. There we go. That's the one. And I'll put that in there temporarily. Lock it in place. There we go. Just tighten it up finger tight. Put the other 2 nuts on. Oops, there's one gone. And to there. That's the other nut on. So that's 3 nuts on. That's the motor in situ. Then you can mount the actual physical window blah blah blahs, whatever they're called. There we go. That's there you go. They lock into there, and then 2 nuts temporarily to keep them in place. There you go. There's 1. There's 2. I'll get this window switch out of the way now we know it works. Out of the way. Put that safe. Okay. So that's that. That's that section done. And then we need to, well, that can go in there while I think about it. That's it. Now we need to put this section in now. So that drops into there, and the top bit should locate. If I can find the stud, there we go. Just see it there. Come on, go on, go on. That's it. We're in. Top one's in. Put a little nut on that. Stop it from falling off again. There you go, got a couple of threads. And we'll locate the bottom one, which fits in just like that. Oh, it's easy, isn't it? That went easy. Get a little nut on the end of the big extension. Where's the nut gone on? Where's the nut gone? We're not short. Where's that gone then? Ah, it was on the old one, weren't it? Of course. We left it on the old one. You wouldn't have to remove it. It's because it's slotted. Get rid of that. Okay, check that out the way again. Finish with that. Put the nut on. Through the hole. So, it should locate. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh no. Oh, gravity. Oh no. Magnetic retriever. There we go. Alloy. Oh, is it alloy bolt? Oh, it's not. It's not magnetic. disaster. Little fingers. Little fingers. Yeah, got it. Right. Little fingers. Second attempt. Located. Through the hole. Gently. Watch out for gravity. Oh no, gravity! Oh. Let's go wrong. I know what we're going to do. Haha, that's why it's slotted. Because it's bloody impossible. Put it on. So, what we need to do, take the top one off. This is that one there a minute. Take it out again. Put the anti-gravity bolt on first. There you go. Now, it's a learning curve. I can slot onto there. That one locates at the top first again. Put another ordinary nut on that one. That's it. And then the anti-gravity one is already on there, so that should slot in, he says. And we've got to do it the way. Go on, get in. No, it's vice versa. It's the anti-gravity first, and then take that one off first. Don't drop it inside the skin. So put that one on first. It says. There we go. So the anti-gravity one on first, then the normal one on second. There we go. So that's retained on there. So the anti-gravity one is captive now. So again, attempt 3 or 4, and put the long extension lead in, and then we can do it up. You can see that. Okay. So wrench. Tighten it up, not undo. Tighten that one up. I've got somebody's hoovering across there. Tighten that one up. That's tight to specified torque. Click. And these to the specified torque. So we'll do that one first. And that's click. All of them. And click. All these must be torqued down properly, obviously, so that's why I'm doing it right. Click. Nearly there. Okay. Last bit of 1-1. Click. And the nut. Bolt rather. The motor steady. Click. Last one, top frame. There we go. Click. That's it. That's that done. Control. And I'm gonna try the motor. I think. That's it. Ignition on. Just see if that works. Well, yes, yes, and you can see, or can you not, that it actually, that's working fine. Take it to the top, and what, oh, that's, okay, so the runners are working perfect. Now all we've got to do is put the glass in, I believe. Okay. And then now all we've got to do is put the glass in. It's supposed to be a two-man job, but I've managed to do so far myself. You got to make sure it slides into there, and when you slide in, just again make sure the seal won't get forced down. So gently prise the seal back out. That's the back, and then the front, just a little bit there. Let's prise it out. There we go. Where's that? And slide it down. That's it. And then it should, hey, it should start to go in the groove, and we can locate on the little glass retainers. So here we go. There's the glass going in. Oh, something's gone wrong. It's gone down too far. Oh, it's gone down too far. Is that level? Okay, there's a little glass retainer there. I can just feel my hand. I should just log into there. That's it. That's gone in. Yeah, that's gone in that one. Now this one. Let's have a look. Can't see nothing. I think it might have gone in on its own. I think it has. I think it has. Can't quite see. So you can see inside. Yes, I think that's got into its locator. And the same that side. So nearly what we need to do now is put the rotating pins, the pins, rotating pins back on. Which are these little fellas. So I can get my hand in and see what happens. It should be able to do it. It feels like the hole's lined up, and it's a bit of jiggly. Start the threads. Two-handed job. Come on, start if you start. Right, after a fair bit of jiggling about, I finally got the window into the locators, and I think what it was, I hadn't quite got the glass enough into the runner, which is just there. I think I've got to get the glass. You got to push the glass into the runner for the locators to fit on, but that's better now. Everything's back together again. Windows in and the sliders. We'll put the switch back on to try it. Motor's connected up. We'll just put the ignition on. There we go. And first of all we'll try the passenger window. And that's perfect. Yeah. And now, moment of truth, is the driver's window. And there you go. Ooh. It's a bit squeaky. Yeah, I'll put some, perhaps a little bit of grease on that. Silicone or something, silicone grease. But there you go. Now you've got to reset these once you get to the top, because they do drop down when you open the door. So what you have to do is send it up and hold it for a few seconds, and it drops down. And that should be one touch now. All the way down. There you go. And all the way back up. Oh, just do the up back again. A couple of seconds. And it sets itself. Then it should be one touch down. It's not one touch up because the door's not closed, so, but there you go. I'll just put a bit of lube on the runners, because I think the runners must be a bit dry, or all that water must have come in somehow and they're a bit dry, so I'll put a bit of lube on the runners, I think, before we go any further. That's it, we're all done. I've lubricated the runners, or the runner, with some silicone. I think what's happened is it's had some leakage through there, and it's made the seals really hard. So there's not much you can do about that, but I'm just going to check it now. So put the ignition on. Ignition on. Try the passenger side first, which is working perfect, lovely. Now this one. There we go. Still squeaks a little bit, but it's working. I've tightened the glass retainers up, the big things around there. Everything's tight, everything's back to normal. That's working fine. So all we need to do now is put the door card back on and the handles, and job's finished. So great, let's do that. On goes the membrane for starting. It's just dead sticky. It's a warm day today, so this is really sticky, which is great. So it fits on back on like this somehow. Covers that one. Okay, follow the line and pat it down. That's it. Bit of room on that. Pat it down. Good. all the way round. Okay, so we've got a door card. First job we do is to reconnect this door release. That's onto there. That's it, and that pulls into that. That's that. And then we've got the little tab thing for the lock that goes through the hole, he says, and it's there we go. And then just a matter of getting it levelled up, lined up where those holes where the retainers are, the spring clips. Start that off first. There we go. So snap it all round, and then fit all the screws. Doddle. Click. 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 All done. Oh, got the cover on. Look at that. That's the one. It snaps on. Hooks on the bottom first, and then snaps on. Oh, and that cover as well. I'll pull that out. Put that on. Snaps on like that, and that's it. Job finished. We're just going to try it now and set it. And there we go. Now the door's shut. All you do is hold it up for a little while, a couple of seconds, and that sets it. And then one touch down and one touch up. There we go. A bit of cloth there, but that won't hurt, will it? Take that off in a minute. There we go. Jobs are good. It don't sound so bad now, the squeaking. So quite happy with that. Till next time.